Hello, this is Tom with Resource Education, and here we are with the next level, the highest levels of variation, hence difficulty, in using these tense build cards with students. Now, I like this because I love these cards so much because as a teacher, you can really incrementally increase the difficulty. So the first video, we had one set of cards. Second video, we had two sets of cards. So 10 of each. Let's do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 time phrase cards. Then we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 verb cards. And 10 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 subject cards. Now, think about the variation here. If the first time we had only one set of cards, there's 10 different options. Theoretically, the students can memorize those. Now, the second time we had two sets of cards. 10 times 10, because it's different every time you mix it, that is 100 different possible combinations. Now watch this. So we have 10 times 10 times 10. 1,000 different possible outcomes when you mix up the cards and use them in these activities. We're getting closer and closer to fluency because fluency is the ability to react using what you know to the situation. Now, language should be situational. That's the idea. You should be able to recognize the context, the form that you need in that specific situation, be it level of formality, what vocabulary you use, or what tense you use. Or what, if it's first person, second person, third person, if it's a regular or irregular verb. Students need to be able to react with the correct form based on what the situation is. So, let's take these cards right here, these three sets of cards, and talk about how we can use them. Then I'll give you at the end another way to increase variation and increase difficulty. Now, remember, we have different ways of challenging the students. There is a count up, so time the students. There's a count down. Give them a time limit, and then see how many they can complete in that time limit. And there is a board race that we've seen. Now, we can't do a grab game with these because there are just too many options in this case. You can do timed, you can do a countdown, and you can do a board race with this option. So we have flip the cards, my doctor, talk on the phone, my doctor has talked on the phone over the last 5 years. Most dentists run from wild animals. Most dentists will run from wild animals in a few days. Angry robots play outside. Right? Angry robots are playing outside right now. So they have to react based on what they're given with the correct form. We can do positive sentences. We can do negative sentences. We can do questions. So, then we time it. We say, ready, go. Lots of birds climb trees every morning at breakfast. Lots of old ladies have read a book since I woke up. They go through all the cards. You stop the timer when they're finished, record the times, set a goal, and they repeat, trying to get that goal. Now, they repeat. You can also mix up the activity. If you have several different partners, one person can flip, one person can time, one person can do the activity itself, or you can alternate. So student A does the first sentence, student B does the second sentence, student C does the third sentence. And that going around the circle gives you a lot of value in the repetition. It creates kind of a team cohesion where the team has an overall goal and the team sees progress. So you can do it individually, as a team, in small groups, or you can do a countdown. Say you have 30 seconds. How many can you do? Ready? Go. It counts down. Oh, the first time they got 3. Record the result. Set a goal. Your goal is 6. Repeat. 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 They're going to repeat several times until they get to their goal, or at least they get close to their goal. And what that shows is progress. It shows growth to the students immediately and helps build their confidence. But remember, always start slow. Always start slowly, doing the activity slowly so that you reinforce for yourself that they understand the forms. You reinforce the correct forms, and it gives you the opportunity to correct the students. If you start immediately with fast forms, then you might not catch where the weaknesses are, where the problems are. Now, you can always step down difficulty if the students are having trouble. Right there. Oh, they're having trouble with all these tenses? Let's go back to a do race. Or we can do a race with read a book. So that is a way to have the students remember what the correct form is, and you can step down the difficulty if they're messing up too often, if they're making too many mistakes in a careless way at higher levels of difficulty. Very adaptable cards. Now, we could do a board race as well. Now, a board race where you have two teams, invite one representative from each team to the board, give each a marker or a piece of chalk, you flip the cards. The students have to write the board, write the sentence on the board as quickly as possible. So you have those options, and you can also do negative, you can also do positive, you can also do question. When we have 3 sets of cards, if you have 10 from each stack, that's 1,000 different options. Now, here's another way to step up the difficulty. The students need dice. Now on the board, I'll write a chart. And you can increase the difficulty in this way as well. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So if I have this right here, 1, 2, 3, that's going to be positive. 4, 5, 6, negative. So the students flip the cards. Let's mix them up a little bit, make it a little more fun for me in the video, just making it a little bit different. Mix up the cards, and then flip the cards. Angry robots. Wait at the bus stop at the moment. Then, okay, it's a 2. So, positive. Angry robots are waiting at the bus stop at the moment. Oh, 2 again. 4. Okay, so negative. Lots of birds haven't trained to be a clown over the past 5 years. So, think about variation here. I have 10 times 10 times 10 times 1, 2 more options. So that is 1,000 times 2, 2,000 different combinations of these cards with this dice roll. Now, let's do it again. We've got 1, 2, positive, 3, 4, negative, 5, 6, question. More variation. So this is the new chart. I'll have it on the board in front of all the students. They flip the cards. So, 6, question. So, will lots of old ladies bake the teacher a chocolate cake in a few days? Five, question again. Is the taxi driver selling hats right now? 4, so negative. Brittany's friends don't ride a horse every morning at breakfast. So you can see how it's getting more and more complicated. Then when you challenge the students, you do time. You do it timed. You do a countdown. You do a board race. The students move closer and closer to fluency. Now this is more difficult. This is much more difficult than just starting with one stack of cards. But that's the point. As the teacher, you have the ability to move incrementally towards fluency. So right there, how many options do we have? 10 times 10 times 10 times 1, 2, 3, 3,000 different possible sentences that could be positive or negative or questions that the students can make with these cards. The randomness increases, which moves the students towards more flexibility when it comes to using what they know. And it moves them closer and closer to making the language reflexive as you challenge them and as they repeat to achieve those goals you set for them. It really is a lifesaver. It's made a huge difference in my classroom, these P2 activities. The students speak more quickly. Their confidence grows more effectively in the lesson, and it doesn't take much time in the lesson. They love it, they're interested in it, they're focused, and they repeat these forms in a way that makes the language more a part of their common just understanding of why every morning at breakfast they ride horses, just because. They need to feel that that is correct and trust that. That is P2, and that is the highest level of variation for tense build. My name is Tom. This is a lot of fun to make the videos. Thanks for watching.